Hello guys, it's Bino123 and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing r/IDontWorkHereLady. So let's get straight into the video, and before we do, I just want to say make sure to subscribe for daily Reddit memes. This one's titled I am her manager, but. So this happened about a week ago and my colleague told me I should post it on here because she thought you would find it funny. Hope you're happy, NK. I wasn't aware of this sub, so I made an account in order to do so. Sorry if I get anything wrong. I work at a white collar job and have a small group of employees who report to me. One of my direct reports, I call her NK, and I had a meeting with a prospective client at their office. Since our conference room smells like feet for some reason, and we were coming back from the meeting when we decided to stop in the coffee shop across the street from the office to compare notes. The place was crowded, so we found a two-person high top in a corner, ordered 2 cups of coffee and pulled out our laptops. After a while, we were done with our coffee and NK had to use the restroom, so she offered to bring up our mugs and get us another cup. I said that was fine, but to get them to go since I didn't think we'd be there too much longer. I should probably mention that I'm dressed in a navy blue suit with a tie and NK is wearing black pants, a dark grey top and heels. She leaves with mugs in hand and I start dealing with emails that have come in. The cafe is still busy and the 2 baristas behind the counter are busy taking orders and getting people's drinks. I zoned out for a bit while answering emails, but was suddenly brought back into reality when I noticed that someone is standing right next to me. When I look up, I see a woman who has been described as looking like a Karen on this sub. Late 40s, that haircut, horrible taste in clothes, and NK standing behind her looking exasperated. Then the following conversation took place. NK: here he is. Karen: you're her manager? Me: utterly confused. I'm sorry? Karen: are you her boss? Me: still no idea what's going on. Sure, we're usually referred to as a team lead. Karen: whatever, I want her written up. We needed our table wiped down and she ignored me 3 times. I've never had an experience where a server has looked right at me and then just completely ignored me. Don't you have any pride in your customer service? I look behind her to NK, who is rolling her eyes as Karen speaks. When I look back to the table Karen gestures to, I see an older gentleman who is quietly sipping his coffee across from a giant handbag. At this point, things start to click for me. NK walked up to the counter, dropped off the mugs, then went to the restrooms, after which she went back to the counter to order our second cups. Karen must have thought she worked there since she was wearing darker clothes, which is the standard uniform for a certain chain of coffee shops. However, this wasn't that coffee shop, and NK's clothes were obviously nice, go meet an important client type of clothes, and I don't know many baristas who wear heels on the job. Me: well, we do value customer service, but cleaning tables isn't exactly her job, as I gesture towards the table with laptops and reports laid on it. If you want someone to help you, you can ask someone behind the counter. Karen, who is a bit confused: she doesn't work here? Me: no. We work at Company X across the street. Karen: well, it's still rude to ignore people. Me: having had enough at this point. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but we are in the middle of something. If you'd like to discuss it further, you can email me. I hand her my business email card with an impressive but ultimately useless director title on it. Karen hesitates a bit longer as I make direct eye contact with her before turning away in a huff and heading back to what I'm assuming was her husband. Poor dude. NK sets the coffee down and apologizes, which was unnecessary, but said that was the woman grabbed her by the arm, almost spilling the coffee, and simply refused to believe that she didn't work there. So when she asked to see her manager, NK thought, fine, let's go. We were there for a few more minutes before we decided to pack up. As we were leaving, I looked over to Karen's table to see her giving us a death stare. I waved. She quickly looked away. Never did I get an email about it. Anyways, that's my tale. I hope you enjoy it as much as NK enjoyed hearing me tell it to the people in the office. And as they say on the IT crowd, people, what a bunch of people. This one's titled, Lady Can't Tell the Difference Between Uniforms. I used to work at a local supermarket chain called Acme. We near red polos with Acme on the chest, and since I worked in the deli, we also wore big aprons. So, one night after closing at 11 PM, a couple co-workers and I decided to go to Wawa, local convenience store, to get some food and drinks. We walk in and order our food, and a lady walks up to me and goes, "Excuse me, where is your something?" I forgot what she asked for. Now, I basically live in Wawa, so I told her. She goes and gets the item and asks me if I'll ring her up now. I said, "No ma'am, I don't work here." She looked at my uniform and said, "Well, you're wearing a Wawa shirt." Wawa used to have red shirts but switched to black recently. "No ma'am, I wore a Acme. This is an Acme shirt." She looked closer, apologized, and then hurried away like she was embarrassed. Funny enough, I quit my job at Acme and got a job at Wawa. Now every time I'm in Wawa with any kind of Wawa apparel, I get asked where stuff is. At least now I work for the company. Lol. This one's titled, Leave Me Alone in My Time Off. I lurk here often, on mobile, yada yada. So, I used to work at Walmart, did a variety of things in my time there. It was an okay job, I liked it for the most part. There for a year and a half, so I had this regular, we'd see her almost every day. Well, this took place after I left. I was browsing the mouthwash section, looking to try something new. The regular came up to me. She asked me if we had some toothpaste brand in stock. Mind you, I no longer work there and was in clear casual wear. Regular will be R. Me, "Ma'am, I don't know and don't work here anymore. Please ask a staff member and leave me alone." R. "Well, you used to, so you should have an idea of what's in the back." Mind you, I had been gone a month and it's Walmart. They go through so much stuff. Me, "Look, I don't know. I'm trying to shop. Please leave me alone." R. "This is rude customer service. You still represent the company. You should help me." It was like I was in a loading screen for a moment and she rushed off in a huff. Thought that was the end of it. Later, I'm getting my paper towels when a manager I hardly ever had any contact with came up to me with the lady. Manager will be B. B. "So, this customer told me you were rude to her. Even when you're off, you can't be rude to customers." So I tell him to get on the radio and ask 2 other managers about me. He does, and they tell him I left a while ago, so he apologizes for bothering me and tells the woman to leave customers alone. She doesn't like this, says some incoherent words and a few swears, then goes on. I go about my day, ended up buying a few discounted games. Nothing crazy, just someone being annoying, and gets a reality check. TLDR, lady thinks once you work somewhere, you always represent them and get a small reality check. This one's titled, Shopping Cart Lady. So, my dad and I went to Target to get some random stuff for the house. We pay and get out of the store. I see like 3 shopping carts in the parking lot and I'm thinking, some lazy ass MFs can't walk 10 feet to put it back. So I grabbed the 3 carts and made my way over to the place where you return your cart. Out of nowhere, the soccer mom comes up to me with the "I don't give a puck about you" look and pushes her cart towards me. Before I could get out of the words, "I don't work here, lady," she got in her car and left. I was laughing because of how stupid this bitch was. I was wearing a black hoodie SZN sweatshirt, but I guess it looked like a Target uniform to her. I know it isn't the most entertaining story of all time, but it was both funny and pissed me off at the same time. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Edit, for context, I'm 14 years old and way below the age to work anywhere. This one's titled, Wrong Number Old Man. Someone suggested that I post this story here. It's not exactly an IDWHL moment, but it's the closest I have so far. I was fresh out of tech school. A tech school is a term that the Air Force uses for its technical train. It's where we learn our job. I was rolling in cash, or I thought I was anyway, because I never had been paid so much before, and I got a brand new phone with my money. My dad always impressed upon me that you shouldn't answer phone numbers that you don't know, but at this time I didn't heed his advice. One day, I had gotten out of the shower and was having a pretty good time. I was getting ready to hang out with some friends. I get a phone call. I assumed that it was one of my new pals' phone numbers and that I just forgot to add it into my contacts, so I answer the phone. However, an old man is on the line and our conversation goes a little like this. OM is for old man. Me. Hello? OM. Hello, is this XXX Realty? Me. No, this is username. OM. This isn't XXX Realty? Me. No sir, I'm afraid you've got the wrong number. He's clearly getting upset now. OM. Then why would they give me this number? Me. I don't know, sir. Perhaps you wrote the wrong number down. OM. I didn't write the number down wrong. Me. I'm sorry, but I've never even heard of XXX Realty before. Now he's really mad. I guess because he thinks I'm lying. OM. You've never heard of XXX Realty in Arkansas before? Me. Nope. I've never even been to Arkansas. He proceeds to hang up on me. This is why I don't answer unknown numbers anymore. I'm not gonna have some stranger yell at me because they have the wrong number. If it's important, they'll leave a voicemail. Edit. Sorry if I used the wrong flare. My computer wasn't cooperating with me.